Welcome to my channel. Previously, I uploaded a video of Burgess concentric zone model. It is under the assumption that the area is homogeneous. We made the conclusion that homogeneous makes the urban land use concentric. But actually, this assumption can be found in reality. In 1939, Hoyt made his criticism of Burgess' model. He concluded that the general spatial arrangement was characterized by sectors than by concentric zones. So what would be the model like? Well, Hoyt researches the average residential rent values for every block in each city by doing deduction. He argues that a mix of land uses will develop around the city center. As the city expands, each will extend outward in a sector for the consideration of transport lines. The transport lines, or say transportation, will increase the liner accessibility and directional inertia. This will lead a certain function accumulate in a sector. In this model, he inherited the principle of competing for space. The center is still the CBD. For its highest ability of competing for space. Well, that is easy to understand. Well, and what about the industry? In this sector model of land use, the industry is presented by the wholesale and light manufacturer. Well, to say this area is industry area, that is also okay. And there's different versions of the sector model, but I present you the one when I study urban geography. This is the original version. For the industrial function, they are very sensitive to accessibility, so they will be located right near the traffic lines. There will be a traffic line going passing the CBD, so the industrial area or the wholesale and light manufacturer will be like this. Also, they are willing to get more access to the center. So this will be the industrial area be like. Well, and then the low incoming groups, they are less competitive than the wealth and middle class. They will be access to the less desirable zones next to the industrial area, and the sector access to the CBD. Living in mansions, apartments, or slums. In this sector, they can also get easy access to their workplace. They are right next to the number 2, the industrial area. Well, this is the low income groups where they are located. And for the high income groups, they will extend outwards in a sector. They don't want to access to the industrial area, and they also don't want to get access to the low income groups. So with the help of transportation, or say with the help of transport lines, they can easily get access to the CBD. They do not want to be close to the industry, and so the sector looks thin and just a small sector. And the middle class do not want to get access to the industrial area, so they will accumulate near the high income group and accumulate outwards. And for the other lower income groups, they are freshmen or others finding jobs. They want to get access to the CBD. And the high income groups wants to move outwards the periphery. So they will leave this inner number five sector. This will leave the decaying houses near the center. These houses will be invaded by the low income groups. It is like the transition zone in the concentric model. And it has the character of a transition. So, look, this area is only low income groups, but this area have the character of transition. Just like the concentric zone model, the transition area in the concentric zone model. In some versions of sector model, there is a transition zone in this model. There's nothing to be confused. So this is the second model of urban land use, and this is also an ideal model, abstract from cities in real life. It extends the concentric model by adding the concept of direction inertia. A major weakness of this theory is that it largely ignores land uses other than residential and ignores other important factors such as race and ethnicity reign, and there's only one center. Well, in reality, there's always multiple centers in a city, but this is a great land use model for urban geography and urban planning. And well, if you have any questions or you found any mistakes or language issues, leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe.